Hi, Lise. Hi, class, co-op class. Lise, if you want to shoot me an email or text, just let me know that you can see me, then I can start the presentation right away. But until then, I'll just sit still and wait. So what you should see is two videos. On one side is our old live stream, and then the new one will show a live now, and you can click on that and it should pop up. It looks to me that one person's watching, so it's working. Thank you. Okay, thanks for sending me that text. So I'll get started. Thank you, everybody, for having me. I know this is an unconventional way for us to meet, but I'm Sarah and I work with the Henry Bernick Entrepreneurship Center. So my office is in Barrie, and unfortunately, my signs in the back read the wrong way, but I work for the Henry Bernick Entrepreneurship Center and the Center for Applied Research and Innovation. And I can tell you all about what we do, but my main focus will be to share how you as students at the Owen Sound campus can access this and hopefully get it into your mind to start your own business. So I'll just kind of launch into this. So, I see another email from you, Lise. Thank you. So at the very end, if you don't mind, if you have any questions about our program, if you have questions for me, Lise will send them through by email and I'll see them. Just a couple of pieces of housekeeping. You'll notice that I have a mic on, and that's just my way to communicate with you. And you'll see my eyes look different ways. Those are just looking at my monitors to get all the information I need to share with you. So you have the booklet in front of you, and I've printed that out from my slide deck. And it just talks about entrepreneurship at Georgian College. So part of Georgian's strategic goals is to encourage and foster entrepreneurship here at Georgian College, and that's how I got hired. So I'll be honest, I have really one of the best jobs here, and don't tell anybody I said that, but it's an exciting role. Part of what we do is work with startups. We work with small and medium-sized businesses, all the way up to larger businesses that are looking for a little bit of support and help. And in saying that, right now, all of our services are completely free. So it's a great time to consider starting a business, and you'll have the support that you need. Our main goal is to help people take their business ideas further and faster and cut down on those periods of time when you find that you need to meet someone different to take your business this way, or you need to network with certain people. Maybe it's an HR question. So that's all, those are all part of what we do, and I'll just kind of get started. So the Bernick Center started, we received funding from a local land developer, and he basically said to us, you're going to make sure that youth have access to entrepreneurial support, and you're going to encourage this whole ecosystem of entrepreneurship across the 7 campuses, of which Barrie and Owen Sound are 2. And I'm excited to say in Owen Sound, we've really seen a real increase in entrepreneurship and an excitement from the area. I was actually just recently in Meaford at an agriculture conference, all focused on helping people come up with some solutions for the agriculture industry. And that's just one of the things that we work in. Owen Sound, great food culture. I love it there. I love going to eat there, and that's another piece of what we do, and we've seen some success there. So entrepreneurship at Georgian College looks like, if you go to your second page, From the Burnick Center's perspective, we offer 4 main categories that we kind of focus on in our day-to-day. So the first one being mentorship. And my boss says all the time, if he only had $1 to spend in this entire department, he would spend it all on mentorship. And that's really connecting you with somebody that's been there and done that, made some great successes, and potentially made some mistakes that you can learn from. So we've hired rock stars, and I'll just be honest and blunt about that. The people that are mentors with us have all started really, really successful businesses. They're located in Barrie, Owen Sound, Meaford, Orillia, just all across our whole region. And they cover off a bunch of different categories, which I'll go into in a second. But the whole point being is that here's someone that's going to help keep you accountable when you're starting your business, and ask you those hard questions and support you, and hopefully introduce you to maybe people that they know within their networks that can help you. The other piece is funding, and I'll talk more about that. We have the same access to public grants and loans as anyone else. We just know where to find them. And so that takes that Google time out of your day to look for, where can I find money to start up? I'm looking to maybe prototype an idea. It's, any number of reasons why you might need some funds, and almost all the entrepreneurs that we see do need them. But we are able to look for them, and we do funding scans. So for instance, this morning I had someone that had graduated high school that was under the age of 29, that's starting up a business to make the next safest backpack, and I was able to find him about $4,000 in funding that he can access right away to build his prototype. So we can find those things for you. Burnick also has a seed fund, and seed fund is basically a really different way of saying free money. So Burnick will give out funds to entrepreneurs that are hoping to overcome a certain hurdle in their business. So let's say it's rent on a retail space. Let's say it's materials to build a prototype. We even sent a video gamer to Vegas to compete in this international competition that allowed him to get more followers and explode his online gaming business. So we really look at each by case. And that's all budget dependent. It's not open right now, but it was in the past, and I'm pretty optimistic that it will be in the future. So you can always look to the Burnick Seed Fund as a potential way to start up your business with a bit of a funding injection. We also have access to angel networks. So angel investors are people that will invest in your business idea, and down the road you'll sell it and they'll get a piece of that profit. So we have access to those networks, and we've used them in really neat ways in the past, and Owen Sound actually has a group that's just starting up right now. So again, just feeding that whole ecosystem there in Owen Sound. I wish I was in the room and I would ask how many people are from Owen Sound or other areas. Just as a side note, we can help you even if you're not from Owen Sound or Barrie. We really are pretty inclusive, and if you're from this region or Ontario, we'd love to have the opportunity to support you. So onto the training piece, we offer workshops, and all around business planning or crowdfunding or just a variety of topics that you can take advantage of. In your area, we have something called the Entrepreneurship Learning Channel, and basically what it is a live streamed version of a TED Talk. So it would look a bit different than this. It wouldn't be someone sitting at their desk, but it would be an expert that we brought in from the community to talk about their experiences on a variety of topics. So I can send over to Lise our flyer about what topics are coming up. I believe one is how to finance a small business, and we've looked at all sorts of different categories. So that's a neat way to experience entrepreneurship outside of your regular classes. And I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking, but if I can just give you one piece of advice from the employers that I talk to all the time, and I deal with a lot of the co-op employers, they're all saying that they're looking for people with an entrepreneurial mindset, or who have indicated on their resume that they're entrepreneurial in nature, and that says a lot to a company about what you're going to do while you're there. In order to make that true, take part in some of these workshops is a great thing, or even do some of this training, and then you can put those things on your resume that prove that you have that entrepreneurial mindset. And it's just another great way to improve your resume and set you apart from anyone else that's being looked at for hiring. The other piece that we have is connections, and that's really just introducing you to the right people at the right time. We know a lot of people in this area, and it could be HR related, it could be design related. We also do a lot of market research, so if you come to us with your business idea, we want to make sure that it's a viable one. And we do that with market research and the variety of resources that we have. So that's kind of just a quick overview of the 4 main categories that we focus on. If you look at page 3, it's titled Mentorship. I'm going to just tell you a little bit more about our mentors because I think they're great. And they are able to give you a lot of extra advice about your idea or your business that you're starting or business that you currently have. So we have Chris Adams, founder of G-Shift, one of the biggest companies in Barrie in the tech sector, and he provides tons of advice to clients from a variety of different backgrounds. So really, really great at the online marketing piece. We also have a marketing guru that comes from Meaford. He can meet with people anytime in Owen Sound, and we'd love for him to have that opportunity to do so. We also have a food mentor, and if I can just touch on the food piece, if you or someone you know has an idea for a food product that they'd like to put in grocery stores, all across Ontario or Canada, we have a mentor that knows how to do that, and she's done that before. So this is a really neat way to get your product out there quickly. And a lot of people kind of do that whole farmer's market routine, but this is another way just to get your product out there into stores. So we work with a lot of food entrepreneurs. Lots of innovation and production. We have a mentor that focuses on manufacturing. And we also have a whole department within here, the Center for Applied Research and Innovation, that does prototyping. So pretty cool time in our lives. You don't have to have an idea and know how to make it. Here at Georgian, we have all of these people that know how to do great things. So we have engineers and we have faculty that have all this different backgrounds and expertise that are able to help you make that thing that you've been thinking of. So in our center every day, it's kind of like the Dragon's Den, except for it's really friendly, where people come to us with their idea, and then we're able to actually go within our walls and find someone that knows how to make that. So we do a lot of prototyping here. And I'd love to tell you a couple of stories about that, which I will, but I'll just get through. The last piece on this list is patents and copyright. And what that is we have a patent agent here on our staff that will meet with people. So if you went to a patent agent outside of the college, you would have to pay money to see them and hear their advice. Here we do it for free. So find out if you need a patent or copyright on your idea and what kind of intellectual property that you need to hold for that. So great resource there if you have an idea. On that note, a lot of people ask me, why would I come and tell you my idea? You're going to steal it and you're going to make a bunch of money off of it. We're not allowed to do that. So within this center, we sign non-disclosure agreements. So all of the ideas that people share with us are completely secret. So any of the stories that I tell you today, people have given me approval to tell you. So on the third page here, titled Unique Services, this is something we do differently than anybody else. We offer the nutritional facts panel, and that's that picture at the bottom of the screen that you'll see on the back of your food products. It tells you how much salt is in something or what's the nutritional information on that product. So we print those here. So again, just another way to get your food product to market, because you need one of those on your product if you're going to sell it in a retail space. And then I talked a little bit about the patent advice and the market research, but one of the cool things I think that we do is we're a sounding board. And with that sounding board, we give you our best guess as to how your idea will play out and if it's a viable one. And I think that's valuable. I mean, a lot of people tell their siblings or their family members, and they're going to get mixed reviews. Maybe you've got that uncle that says he hates the idea no matter what. You don't have to worry about trying to convince them. You just talk to us and get that non-biased feedback on what your idea could turn out to be. So I'll skip through to the next page. This is about funding, and I kind of mentioned that, but what I'd like to really highlight is if you're between the ages of 18 to 29, there's funding out there for you. And the government's really putting a lot of money into these buckets because this will be the future of our economy, is if we can get businesses to start up, especially by people within that age category. It's perfect. You'll take a few more risks and you don't have as much on the line, and they've really been injecting funding into that area. So happy to help you find that funding if that applies to you. If, like me, you're over the age of 29, I found a loophole. So if what I found out is that once you have a business partner that is 50-50 and that person is under the age of 29, then you can partner with them and access that same funding. So cool loophole to have if you pass the 30 mark like I did. So on the next page is a success story, and this is all about chickpea pasta. So this is just a way that we really helped one of our clients take their idea forward. And so Shelby, who's pictured there, she came to us in a pitch competition, and I'll talk about that in a second. But she came to us in the pitch competition, pitched an idea for a pasta, and the pasta was supposed to be gluten-free, dairy-free, and vegan, and all of those wonderful things, and also taste good. And we were able to connect her with some money. So on our panel of people that were listening to this pitch competition, there was an angel investor. And so he stood up right away and said, I'll invest $30,000. So we all kind of laughed and thought, okay, this is like really the dragon's den here. And no, he was serious, and he ended up investing in Shelby, and Shelby's from Collingwood. And so he gave her $30,000 to start up. We were able to find her some more funding through our partners, OCE and VentureLab. And we printed her off one of those fancy labels I was telling you about. We got her the patents that she required because her product is unique. It's made of only 2 ingredients. It's made of chickpeas and lentils. And then we took her back out for another round of an angel investment. So she initially got $250,000. That was topped up about 6 months ago to $450,000. And 3 weeks ago, she went back, and now she's received another $500,000. So we're really excited. She's got almost $1 million in investment, and her product is in about 300 different stores across Canada. It's sold in Collingwood as one of the locations, but really a great product. I buy it all the time, not just to support Shelby, but because it tastes good. But just a neat way to get from that whole idea to now she's hiring people, and she's got this huge company, and it's just really great that someone from Collingwood has done this. So now we've got the next page that talks about becoming a client. I'm going to talk about a couple of different things. One thing is once you become a client, it's totally free and you can access all the services that I just told you about. But you'll see there's 3 companies listed on that sheet. The first shows tennis rackets. So we had one of our clients prototype a tennis racket with us, and just a really, really great product. It'll hit the market within the next 6 months, and we do environmental innovation, and we also have a video game company, another one in town that's accessed our services to help grow out their company. So you can become a client through our website. But what Liz has asked me to come and talk about is eCo-Op. And that's an opportunity that we're excited to have operating in Barrie and Owen Sound. And that's for you to do a co-op to start your own business. So you won't work in a traditional business. In the past, that's typically what happened, but now we're offering the opportunity to students to start their own business during their co-op work term, and take advantage of the time to work on your business with the support of the Burnick Center. So we'll do a lot of stuff like this, more training, more mentorship, and you'll fulfill a set of learning outcomes while you start your business. So you don't have to wait till you graduate to start up. You can start doing it right now. So that is called eCo-Op, and I'm happy to answer more questions about that if it's of interest to you. I think I've been working with a couple of the different co-op classes, but I feel like you guys are going out on co-op in the summer. But if this is of interest to you, happy to get that ball rolling and provide the support that you need to do that. What's shown on your page is something called the Makers Club. And that's here in Barrie. So if you want to make a trip to Barrie and check out this open lab that's available to you as a student of Georgian, we have 3D printers in there, we have laser cutters in there, we've got vinyl cutters, and there's just a group of students in there that are all hoping to meet a future business partner. Most of them have a technology background, so they know how to do all that tech stuff or app stuff, coding, or any of this making with using the 3D printers and stuff. But if you have a business background, you'll likely be a perfect match. And we've had some businesses incubate out of there, and they're launching soon. So that's the Makers Club. If you want to come in anytime and have a tour, we're happy to have that. Sorry, I'm just seeing an email come through from Lise. So yes, summer co-op. Awesome. Okay, so we have some time, which is great news. We can set up your industry mentor with you, depending on what your idea is, and make sure that you have all of the pieces in place so that your co-op, you'll receive the credit for that. So yeah, if there's any questions about that, I'm happy to answer them. So I'll move past the Makers Club and just talk quickly about the ways to experience entrepreneurship at Georgian. So that's the next page. So we are going to have a startup weekend here. We do hackathons. We actually just did a hackathon in Owen Sound on the 1st of October, and that was all related to creating an app to support farmers, solving some local problems in Owen Sound using technology. We have the pitch competition, and that is a big one. It's open and available for you to try out. And basically what you'll do is pitch your idea and receive feedback from the panel of judges, like I had said before. And it kind of gives you this playbook of what to do next in terms of taking your business idea forward. So you may shelf it while you're in school, or you may look at it later on and go, oh yeah, that's right, I have to do this. I'm going to talk to this person. I've been, offered this opportunity with this judge, and all of those pieces. But it's just a great, literally 30 minutes of your time to really delve into your idea and get some expert feedback from people outside of our normal networks. So the pitch competition is open. They'll take place, the finals, in December. So if you're interested in that, either contact me or get signed up, and we'll make sure that we're able to hear your pitch. And then we have a showcase coming up that shows off all the innovative products and ideas that students are coming up with. So if you'd like to showcase in that, it's kind of a neat way, again, to just show off what you've been doing. So the second last page talks about that Excite experience, what you're going to need to do to get registered. And again, just contact me anytime. I'm here. And then the last page shows a picture of two handsome guys, and it says Georgian Detailing in front. So these two is just another story of mine. I'll tell two stories more. First one being these guys. They came to us and they had this mobile car detailing idea. They wanted to come in to Georgian, and what they did do was they picked up my car, they took it back to their houses, they detailed the heck out of it, and brought it back before I was done work. And they ended up doing this. They got so busy that they wanted to open up a retail space. So we provided some funding for them. We paid their first and last month's rent. And they're operating here out of Barrie, two Georgian alumni they graduated within the last 3 years. And they're so busy. They have literally 5 giant clients with our automotive dealers here in town, and they clean all of the cars, the used cars. They do all the detailing for them. So really successful guys now, and they relied on the support that we gave them. And now the last one that I'll tell you about is kind of a newer one for me. It's exciting because I've actually purchased the product that came out of it. But a guy came to us, and he was a hockey dad, and I'm a hockey mom. I have 2 boys in hockey. And he created this ultimate gear organizer. So this thing organizes all the hockey equipment, which for someone like me is critical, because I don't know what all of the pieces do and what they are, but I do know that they need to be organized for me to remember which way to put them on the kids. So he created this organizer, and we were able to prototype that for him, and we made some adjustments with our CAD CAM and doing some drawings, and we were able to patent it for him. And so he's in 5 stores right now here in Barrie. It's called the Ultimate Gear Organizer, and just I have 2 of them. I love them, and I'm not doing a commercial. I'm just telling you kind of the way people get from idea to actual product in store. So that is my spiel. If you have questions about the eCo-Op, I'm happy and I'm here to answer them. I'll wait for Lise to send an email over if you have any questions. But again, happy to help you at any time, and I really appreciate your time. I realize this is unconventional, but I thank you for your attention. Okay, so, and if you end up not having questions from the crowd today and you want to just send me an email that says no questions at this time, I'm happy to push the stop button. Okay, I see it emailed. Okay, so if someone's interested in an eCo-Op, what is the deadline? I have to be honest, I'm not sure. Here, I'm like, I'll give you all the answers. No, I don't know what the deadline is for summer. I know we're currently accepting applications for the January cohort. So that being said, I feel like it's pretty close to the actual start date of your co-op, because we actually saw some people that went out and were looking for a co-op during the time period and didn't find exactly what they were looking for, and then went the eCo-Op route probably within about 3 weeks before the start of their co-op. But I think we can be pretty flexible. And if you are interested in the eCo-Op, maybe if you shoot me an email, then I can make sure that you have all of the content that you need and all of those deadlines laid out. So for summer, I'm not sure, but I can find out and let you know. I got another one. Awesome. Okay. Can you do eCo-Op and also take advantage of summer company program? This is a great question because I've looked into this a lot. So my understanding is that it is dependent on the organization that you work with. So if you're in Owen Sound and you plan to work with Jane Phillips at the Small Business Enterprise Center, she'll make the decision on it. But we have seen people get the summer company funding that also took their eCo-Op. And if you don't know anyone yet, or you haven't chosen an organization to work with, whether it's the YMCA or one of the Small Business Enterprise Centers, we can get you connected. I can make some introductions depending on the region that you live in. So again, location specific, but whatever support I can give to encourage them to approve you, I will. You're done. Okay. Again, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to speaking with any of you that have more questions, or if you'd like to connect in any way, or if someone you know would like to connect. So thank you so much, Lise, for this opportunity, and nice to meet you. Take care. Bye.